Hello everyone, it's the Fallen 835 back for this time a bit of a weird video. As you can see, I'm behind the camera. Look, there's my hand. Hello, say hello to hand. Hello hand. Today I'm going to look at the world of comics, specifically Transformers comics. I'm sort of going to show off my Transformers comics, well, all of them that I have now really. It's going to be quite a long video and I might split the video into different parts. But before I get started, I just want to quickly show something that I got today, which, yes, I didn't really think I was going to get, because, well, it's Transformers Prime, to be honest, people. So yeah, I got this. Look, Transformers Prime Hotshot. Yeah. Now, I'm the one that's been saying for ages that I would never get anything Prime because I don't like it, I don't like the series, I don't really like the toy line, I just don't like it. But I decided to pick it up because he's an Armada character, and I like Armada, and I like his new revamped look, I suppose. So, don't ask, don't ask. But let's get on to the comics, first of all. And what more to start with than, even though it's not a comic, it's what I use to keep the comics mostly flat, which is Last Stand of the Wreckers, hardback. Now, you've probably seen this already from previous videos, such as the AA one. It's a good book. It's a good book. Very nice artwork. Really nice artwork. And it also has a sort of special bit for me, because look, it's signed by James Robert and Nick Roche, so yeah, I love that, to be honest. It's probably one of my favourite. I do have graphic novels. Now, if you're sort of one of those people who doesn't know what graphic novels and comics are, then let me explain. Comics are these things. As you can see, they're single issues, probably about 20-something pages, and they show one part of a story. Graphic novels are made up of a set of comics put into a book. So that's the difference if you didn't already know. As you can see, I'll just pan down, I've got 3 piles of comics. I'll start with this pile in front of me because these go back to dreamwave stuff, so I'll start with them. If you can't see it properly, I do apologise. I'm trying to show these comics in best I can, but it's not really working out, I suppose. So to start with, issue 1 of More Than Meets the Eye. This is the part of the cover that makes up the big collage with Ratchet, Ultra Magnus, Drift and Rodimus. I got the Ratchet one because it was the only one left. However, I really want to get the Ultra Magnus one and several of the others to make up the big picture. But yeah, it's good. I like it. It's got a nice cover. So I like this series actually as a whole. I really do. So that's the first comic. Next one, issue 2 of More Than Meets the Eye, with the cover B, with skids flying out of a destroyed spaceship. Quite cool. Really like it. Excellent. I've got issue 3, cover A, with a nice looking Trailbreaker, and Ultra Magnus and Red Alert behind. I like this cover. I like this issue a lot. It's got Spark Eater in it. It's cool. It's cool. Get it. Issue 4 of More Than Meets the Eye, with Drift, Ratchet and Pipes on it, on Delphi, which is quite cool. This is cover A. These cover A's, B's and the incentive covers for most comics. I pick up the ones that I like. I don't normally try and pick up more than 2 for each issue because it's ridiculous. Onto Robots in Disguise. Issue 1, I got the Ironhide. Again, this makes up a huge collage of all of them. So yeah, I got the Ironhide one because it looks quite cool. Quite fierce. Cover A, as you can see. Again, it's got a nice foil top. Really nice. Cover issue 2 of More Than Meets the Eye, with Starscream. This is the reprint of issue 2. I didn't get the very first print of it because I weren't really big on Robots in Disguise at that point, but I like it now. It's a good series. So yeah, with a couple of aliens on there. It's good. It's good. And then it brings me on to Infestation 2. Now, these comics are not in order at all. I really need to sort them out, so it'll probably be just a bit dismembered for all across. Yeah, Infestation issue 1, sorry. with Shockwave on there. The Hearts of Steel design of Shockwave, which I really like. I really do like, so that's cool. That's cover B. And then I've got issue 2 of Infestation 2 with a zombified Ironhide attacking Bumblebee. Again from the Hearts of Steel series. This is, I don't know what cover this is actually. Probably cover A. Maybe wrong, but it's good. I do like the mini-series of Infestation 2. I preferred Infestation 1 though, because I prefer it better. Onto some Dreamwave stuff, because I do own a couple of Dreamwave comics. Here's issue 1 of the very first series of Dreamwave. It's a Decepticon cover, and it does come out. There is another side to it with more Decepticons. As you can see a bit of Devastator there, but I like it. I really do. I like Dreamwave. I mean, I should get the trade, but all at the moment I've got is a single issue, so that's cool. That's issue 1. Issue 2, Decepticon cover, with the Seekers on, Starscream, Thundercracker and Skywarp, and Ramjet in the background there. Really nice. I really do like that. This was actually the first Dreamwave comic I picked up, so yeah, it's always cool. Issue 3, with the Insecticons on, which I absolutely love this cover. I'm a huge Insecticon fan, and when I saw this I was like, yes, I must have it. It is so cool. Although it doesn't really reflect what's inside the comic, because the Insecticons don't appear in this issue, which is a bit of a meh, but still, the comic is cool. Then we go on to issue 3 of the second run of Dreamwave's Generation 1 series, I think. I may be wrong. This is the Decepticon cover. As you can see, there's Blitzwing, Astro Train, and Swoop as Dinobot. There is another Dinobot cover that connects to this one, but I picked up this one because it's got Decepticons on. I'm a Decepticon fan, what can I say? And then go on to some Armada stuff via Dreamwave. I haven't got all the issues. I have issue 3 with a nice looking Starscream, Cyclonus and Demolisher, as well as Megatron in the background there. I like the series, I really do. I think they should have carried it on a bit more, but it turned into Energon, and then it sort of got stopped when I'm sorry about that. The camera just lost its battery, so I had to replace it. Hopefully that won't happen again. Carrying on with Armada, we have issue 5 here, with some Minicons on. Again, nice cover. Don't ask me if I can name all those, because I can't. I'm not very good with Minicon names. Issue 9 is next, with again more Minicons on, in orbit above Earth, which I quite like. This issue is quite good. It explains about some Minicons who are on the moon and just hate the Decepticons and hate humans, which I always love, so good issue. Next, moving on to my only Transformers and G.I. Joe comic, which is this one, which is issue 1 of Divided Front, which I believe this was the only issue they made of Divided Front, because they made previous series of G.I. Joe and Transformers before this, but because of Dreamwave's just went bust, they only did this issue, which is quite cool. I own a piece of fiction that was never really carried on, so I like it. It's got a nice cool cover there with sound waves, and then on the back we have Starscream, some G.I. Joe characters. Yeah, it's a cool issue. If only they had continued it. And then on to stuff that's not really Transformers related. I have a couple of Battlestar Galactica comics. The first one is this one, Galactica 1980. Now, I like the series of Galactica 1980. I have it on DVD. Not many people like it, I can tell why, but I like the comic series. This is issue 1, as you can see. It's from Dynamite. It's really nice, actually. Not to spoil anything, but that nuclear explosion sort of tells you what happens in the comic. So yeah, it's a cool issue. Leading on, we have issue 1 of Battlestar Galactica, the new series, Season 0. This is a prequel to the actual new series, which I like. I've got all the new series of Battlestar Galactica on DVD again. So I like this comic. The cover is cool as well, with the Vipers and then Battlestar in there. It's quite cool. On the back it shows some more. Yeah, good series. And then again I have issue 1 of Battlestar Galactica, the main series they did for the new. As you can see, there's a Cylon there, Starbuck. I don't know who that's supposed to be. I think it's Apollo. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, good series by Dynamite. I need to pick up the trades if I can ever find them. So cool series. Next is sort of not. I don't know if it's a comic. Who knows? I've got it with a free 2 sets of Star Wars figures, which is this from Dark Horse Comics, Legacy issue 6 by the looks of it. It's okay. It's sort of like what happens after episode 6 in Star Wars. So yeah, I don't really know much about the Star Wars universe after episode 6. Oh, and to hear that Disney has taken it over, nah, I'm unsure of what will happen. I'm not really high on that, so who knows? They might do a good job, they might do a bad. Next, Transformers Collectors Club issue 43 of the magazine, because for the past year I've been collecting Transformers. I'm part of the Collectors Club. I do have the Run-Amok figure. I should review that one day, shouldn't I? Yeah. But this is issue 43. It's got a nice cover. Animated cover. Animated Menasor, Optimus, Sideways and Cheetor, which is really nice. It's a good comic. It's got a comic book strip in there, as you can see. Generation 1 movie. It's cool. It's cool. Moving on to some more IDW Transformers stuff, we have issue 25 of the ongoing Chaos. Actually, it's Police Action issue 1, if you want to be precise. The mini story, the last story on Earth with Prowl, Ultra Magnus, and Bumblebee, which, yeah, weren't my favourite to be honest. I preferred the actual main Chaos series on Cybertron, but it was still cool. Still cool. Here, issue cover A. This is with Prowl being buried by some rubble. So yeah, we hate Prowl. Prowl's a bastard. He is. Then we have issue 26 with a nice looking Galvatron on the front and it sweeps behind him. This is the actual main series of Chaos, which I really love. I love the artwork by Livio Ramondelli. This is cover B, which is quite cool. I really do like that. Who can not love that? I mean, yeah, it's awesome. Cover 27, issue 27, sorry. Second part of the last story on Earth with Ultra Magnus and Bumblebee there, looking quite awesome and menacing. I mean, yeah, they look angry, to be honest. I mean, you'd be pissed off if you had to deal with humans for the whole of the ongoing. Yeah. This is cover A. Again, it was an alright series, but not my favourite out of the 2 Chaos, so yeah. Then we have issue 28, which I could only pick up in the retail incentive version, which cost me 10 quid. £10 for a retail incentive, which is ridiculous, but I had to pick it up. Look at it. Look at it. It's Decepticon glory, isn't it? You've got every single Decepticon from most Generation 1 on there. Soundwave, Shockwave, Astrotrain, Megatron, Devastator behind, huge, most of the Seekers, most of the sets. It's lovely. Even though it cost me 10 quid, I don't care. This is the only retail incentive cover I have, but it's just so nice. I love it. I really do. Issue 29 of Chaos with a Jazz and a smoking gun. Yes, this was probably not the best issue of the last story on Earth because it sort of rounded up the whole of the ongoing. I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, the payoff wasn't that good. I mean, this is cover B, so it's alright. Would I recommend the Chaos series? Yes. Would I recommend which one? I recommend the one on Cybertron, so this series. Issue 30, which is probably the best issue of Chaos in my opinion, and has this lovely cover on with Galvatron, Megatron, and Optimus Prime, and Cybertron in the foreground. It's just lovely. It really is. This is cover B. You have to read this series. Livio Ramondelli does lovely works of art, especially when it's huge landscape pieces or double page spread. It's just really nice. Really nice. And then we've got issue 31 with a old looking Ironhide. This was one of those issues where you went, what is this all about? Do we really need this? But apparently we do. If you read our ID, then it displays quite a lot of importance into our ID. So, yeah. This is cover B. It's alright. Yeah. Nah, it's alright. And then we have, finally, the Death of Optimus Prime. This is the cover A and has Generation 1 toy on it of Optimus Prime. This I really loved. This was great. I mean, as a one-shot, it was really, really nice. Great artwork inside, and it set up the premise for RID and More Than Meets the Eye. So, highly recommend reading this if you haven't already. Really good. that's the first pile done. Now we've got to move on to the second pile of comics. These aren't in order again, so sorry about this. First issue is More Than Meets the Eye 9, Shadowplay Part 1. Oh my goodness, Shadowplay is amazing. It really is. I love it. I absolutely do. I love More Than Meets the Eye, so what can I say? It's just, you really need to read Shadowplay to be able to see what you're missing. It's lovely. Go read it. This is cover A with the sort of split. It's just nice. Go read it. I then have Regeneration 1, issue 80.5, which has been signed by, as I showed you in my AA video, by lots of people. So I love this issue. I quite like Regeneration 1 as a series. I haven't read most of it. I've only read this, to be honest, because I've still got lots of comics to read. I've got a backlist, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, it's quite cool. It really is quite cool, so that's good. And considering it was free for Free Comic Book Day, it's a bargain. Coming on to issue 8 of More Robots in Disguise. This is the issue that I've recently read. Literally, I've only read it a couple of days ago. And it's good. I like it. It's the Return of the Dinobots on Cybertron, Ironhide. It's cool. It's like sort of a mystery issue. It's I don't know. I have got the issue after this, so I'm waiting to see how it turns out. But I like it so far. Issue 10 of Robots in Disguise with this absolutely lovely cover with Optimus Prime and Monstructor, and this comic is complicated, and it's just, you have to be able to know what's going on in this comic to be able to fully appreciate it. That's my final view on this, because it's a time-travelling story, and you could probably get quite confused at what happens, but once you know what's going on, it's amazing. It's a well-written comic, and I highly suggest this to anyone. Next, Stunticon Job, which is the Transformers Timelines. This is the Diamond Comic Edition, which features the Allspark on the Mac. Extra pages for it. The story is great. I really like the story. I think this is probably, if they could have done animated in any other way, they should have done a series of it, a comic series, written by the writers who did this. It would have been amazing. It really would. But unfortunately, we're not going to get that, because animated's dead. Unfortunately, we have to all accept it. But oh well. And I picked it up for a $5, which is cool. So, considering it was a BotCon exclusive. Next we have issue 46 of Transformers Collectors Club, and this is the San Diego Comic-Con edition, because as you can tell, the comic's based for American readers. But I pick it up mainly for the comic inside, which is quite cool. It's all about Generation 2. Follows on from the BotCon comic, so yeah, it's good. It's alright. Issue 45 of Transformers Collectors Club. Again, it was good. This is the BotCon edition. Well, I say it's BotCon edition. It talks about BotCon a lot. It's got a good comic in it, I suppose. Yeah, cool comic. Generation 2. It's good. It's good. Next we have More Than Meets the Eye, issue 8, with Grimlock. Look at Grimlock and his tongue. Look at that tongue. Look at the tongue. The tongue is watching you. Indeed. This was, well, for Dinobot Month, it was good. I like it, because it's got the DJD in it. Grimlock is a bit, he's sort of played down in this quite a lot, so everyone was hoping that he'd be the main character in it, but he's not really. So if you're wanting Grimlock in this, then this isn't really the comic. Go and read Spotlight Grimlock or Dinobot Maximus. So, yeah. Issue number 7 of More Than Meets the Eye, the DJD, and that awesome looking cover. Of Tarn on the front. That is amazing. This issue is probably my favourite. Do you know why? Do you know why? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the death scene? Death scene! Wait. Please bear with me. Death scene! Death scene! Death! It's just amazing. The first couple of pages is just, it's lovely. It's an amazing comic. You need to get this. This is probably one of the bests up until that point in More Than Meets the Eye. But now we have Shadowplay, which is even more better. Even more better? Is that a word? I don't know. It's cool. Pick it up. As you can see, quite a lot of these are in their plastic like this, but some aren't because I still need to put them in plastic. So, Issue 7 of Robots in Disguise with Wheeljack and weird Decepticons trying to kill him. This is the one with Turmoil's return. I really wanted to get the Turmoil cover because this is issue cover A. Which, yeah, it's alright, but it's not good. But this issue is quite good. It's a universe building issue, really. That's what I can say. It's good, but I'm not. I prefer More Than Meets the Eye than Robots in Disguise. Next issue we have issue 6 of More Than Meets the Eye with a very scared looking Fort Max. Poor Fort Max. Poor Fort Max. If you love Wreckers, this is the issue. Okay, look who writes it. Roberts and Roach. This is a carrying on the Wreckers, basically. If you love Wreckers, read this. You need to read it. It's freaking amazing. It's a very good issue, and a lot happens in it that makes you go, what? What? Yeah. Just buy it. Issue number 6 of Raw ID with Prime looking quite cool. This, again, is great. This is the first part of the Orion Pack storyline, which I showed in issue 10. I love the storyline. It's done by Livio Ramondelli, the artwork, so I really like it. Even though this cover doesn't show Livio Ramondelli's work, I just like it because it's Prime. It's Prime. You can't say much more than this because it's cover A. It's Prime, yeah. Next we have issue 5 of Robots in Disguise, which is an issue which doesn't really know what it's doing, to be honest. It sort of goes in one direction, but then goes in another. I mean, it sees the return of Skybite into the universe, so that's quite cool. Nice picture of Ironhide on the front, issue cover B, this is. So yeah, quite cool. Not the best issue ever. Then we have issue 5 of More Than Meets the Eye, which, again, this cover is brilliant. This is Ratchet, by the way, who's being infected with rust. And it's brilliant. This is the second part of the Delphi story, which, again, is a must-read for More Than Meets the Eye fans, because, it's just, the storyline is great. It really is. This is cover A, so that's cool. Next we have Robots in Disguise, issue 4, cover A. This is basically where Prowl just goes nuts and tries to kill everyone. There's a nice picture of Bomb Shock on the front. Look, it's cool. He tries to kill everyone, and yeah, nearly succeeds. It's quite a well written episode, comic, so pick it up. Next we have issue 44 of Transformers Collectors Club, and again this is a Hall of Fame BotCon 2012. So yeah, it's quite cool. It's quite cool. Inside it's quite cool. So yeah. Would I say get all of the Collectors Club for a year? Not really, because they're not really worth it. So issue 3 of Robots in Disguise with Starscream looking quite dramatic and heroic, and yeah, this is a cool issue. This is quite a cool issue. Would I recommend it? Yeah, probably. If I can remember, this is the issue with the meteorites trying to destroy Cybertron. It's quite cool. At least I think I'm right. I don't know. It's good. Pick it up. Next we have the ongoing issue 16, which I don't know why I picked this up, because I have the trade of most of the ongoings up to Chaos. So I don't know why I picked this up, but the cover's quite cool. Brawl smashing Starscream's face in. So yeah, it's quite cool. It's cover B, issue 16. It's alright. The ongoing weren't really that good. I mainly picked these up just for the covers, like this cover with Soundwave torturing Ultra Magnus, which I love. I love the cover. I don't really like the comic inside, but I like the cover. And yeah, look, it was only £1.50. Issue 17, cover A. Can't beat it. Another ongoing is issue 18, cover A. Shockwave. Just Shockwave. I mean, it's cool. £1.50. It's cool. Pick it up any day. It's just great. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. You're probably thinking, yeah, you've lost it now. You've got Heart of Darkness. I know this is issue 2, cover A, but it gets worse because I have the trade of this. So I have all of the issues as a trade, which is so bad. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just Yeah, I'm sorry. Look at that artwork. Oh, jeez, don't get me started on Heart of Darkness. It was a horrible series. Issue 19 of the ongoing The Road to Chaos. This was space opera. This was actually a very good issue. I liked space opera. It was not the best of the, well, probably one of the best of the ongoing. So yeah, I liked it. And the cover is Hot Rod and Wheelie with his hand. That's Wheelie's hand. So yeah, issue 19, cover A. Cool. And then we get onto a piece of phenomenal writing, which is issue 23 of Road to Chaos on the ongoing. And this has been written by James Roberts, and it's amazing. It really is a good issue. Issue 23 and 24 are ones that you have to pick up because they are just glorious. They are so cool. I recommend them to anyone, so pick that up. Cover A, brilliant. And finally, finish off this pile is issue 24 of Chaos. It's the first issue of Chaos on Cybertron, which again is cool. It's got a nice picture of Galvatron there, Prime, some sweeps. It's cool. Cover B, 24. Pick it up. That pretty much does it for the comics that I've read so far. I'm just trying to put them back. I've got nowhere to put them, so I just have to put them over here. That's all the ones I've read there. And now to the ones that I haven't read. Starting with one that I picked up quite recently. Actually, I picked up yesterday. This! Regeneration 1, 100-page spectacular. This is basically issues... What issues did this cover? 76 to 80 of the original Marvel run. So I still have to read this. It looks pretty cool. I can't wait to read it. It's basically a prequel to Regeneration 1, so yeah, that's cool. I also got yesterday the second part of Shadow Play. Look at that cover with Prowl and Chrome Dome and issue 10 of More Than Meets the Eye, cover A. It's just, I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to read this. Probably read it tomorrow, so that's quite cool. Then I have the annual, More Than Meets the Eye annual, which I still haven't read. I know, I haven't read it. I really need to. Primus. I like the cover. With all the crew of the Lost Light, or most of the crew. At least the prominent people who make actually speaking parts. So, that's cool. Cover B. Then we have Robots in Disguise, issue 9. I've read issue 10, but I haven't read issue 9. Yeah, I don't know why. Like the cover. That's Superion. Shh, don't tell anyone. Ironhide. Dinobots. It's cool. It's cool. Next issue. Regeneration 1, 82. As I said, I haven't read much of Regeneration 1. I still need to read these comics. Grimlock on the front, looks epic. Can't wait to read it. It's cool. Next, Regeneration 1, issue 81, with Hot Rod or Rodimus, Carp and Ultra Magnus. Looks cool, can't wait to read it. Just this cover B, looks amazing. Next, we have not Transformers, but the Doctor Who and Star Trek crossover with Assimilation 2. This is issue 1, or the reprint of issue 1 of Assimilation 2. That's an extra folder thing for one of the Transformers comics, just ignore that. It's quite cool. I have the trade of issues 1 to 4, so there's no need for... I say there's no need for the single issues, but I like single issues, so that's cool. That's a nice cover with the Doctor, Picard, Cybermen, Borg. Yeah, okay. And finally, we have issue 3 of Star Trek crossover, Assimilation 2. Again, this is supposed to be like First Contact. It's a homage to First Contact, so the cover, so I like it. Cover B, that's it. And that's pretty much all the comics I have. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it hasn't been too long. God, it's 21 minutes. Jeez. I'm so sorry, people, if you stuck around this long. Thanks for watching. This will be reviewed soon, I can promise you. But until then, goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day.